If you're having suicidal thoughts or feelings or feel like you have no hope, please call 988. There, you can talk to someone who not only cares about your story, but cares about you. Please reach out today. Thomas P. Murphy once said, "Minutes are worth more than money. Spend them wisely." At Minutes Wisely, we take that to heart. Our mission is to decrease veteran suicide by providing life-changing experiences for veterans, first responders, and Gold Star families. We believe that we can make a lasting impact by rekindling a sense of purpose and fostering community through sponsored tickets to sporting events. These experiences are not just about the game, they're about the moments that can change lives. A simple sporting event can boost joy and instill a sense of renewed hope and purpose for those who have served. Join us in making a difference. Become a moment maker and empower a veteran with rediscovered hope. Visit minuteswisely.com for more information and to get involved. Together, we can make every moment count.
Good morning, fellas.
Hello.
What's going on?
Oh, you know.
Yes.
Winter
So,
storm.
yes. How much snow did you get?
We had about 2-ish inches on the ground, and we got another 2 or 3 overnight. So,
Hell yeah. I don't miss that at all.
I like it for a little bit, but snow blowing sucks.
Yeah. I always liked it. When I lived up there, I liked it in the beginning of the season, man. But when you get in like February and March, it's like, man, enough is enough, man. Let's just get on with spring. And you're not even hitting March yet, and March is the longest month of the year up there, man.
Well, yeah, because it'll be 60 one day and 20 the next. Like,
yeah, it blows, and then you hardly ever see the sun. But hey, so, oh boy, last night was a I don't know if you call it a hockey game or a boxing match.
Dude, that was the best. That was the best sporting game I've seen in a really long time.
Yeah, I try to watch it, but I was super annoyed because we had such severe storms come through. Like it was just storm coverage, and then in the bottom of the screen was just a little. The hockey game was like this big. Yeah. I was like, I can't watch that. They don't even have the audio for it. It was the audio for the storm, so it was super annoying, man.
Yeah, but, you missed something. It was something else. I'll tell you.
Yeah. So I'm watching a little screen. I'm like, and then there's a fight, right? Like as soon as the puck drops, there's a fight, and then I'm watching it. And I'm like, okay, there's a fight, and then a couple seconds later, there's another fight. I'm like, is this a repeat? Like, are they just do they break the commercial and are they just repeating the first fight? And then it happened again. I'm like, why do they keep showing this fight? But apparently it was just 3 back-to-back fights.
I don't know. I got pretty triggered last night.
Yeah.
I was really pissed off. The game was at the Bell Center in Montreal, right? And yeah. Before the national anthems, there's a little address that said, like, please be respectful to both these teams. Basically just be respectful, right? Yeah. As soon as they broke into the Star Spangled Banner, that all the fans started to boo. And that really pissed me off.
Yeah, I mean, I try not to let that shit bother me for a couple of reasons. I've been through a lot of protests before. They protested us when we pulled into ports before, and all the protests of the American flag and burning of the Bible. I just look at it like you guys just look like idiots, man. Like I'm not mad because you're burning the Bible. You're gonna have to answer for that one day. You know what I'm saying? Like that's on you. Like you just look like an idiot. So I kind of take that same look when like last night. I try not, like, how am I going to get mad because I can't change anything. Like, so you
Yeah,
again,
yeah. I
you
guess
guys,
I didn't think of it like that at all.
you guys just look like freaking idiots.
Yeah.
And on the other side, I could kind of see their point, because I'd be pissed too if some other country wanted to come in and make us a 51st state. I'd be like, hey, fuck you too, man. Excuse my language, but that's just the way it is. What it is.
Yeah, but also I think the way that I looked at it, it wasn't like any of that. It wasn't political or anything like that at all. It was respect for your opponent, right?
Yeah, but I don't think that's what it was. I think it was a political thing because of
No, it was. It 100%
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
But I think that it's very disrespectful to those guys on the ice to do that. And that's why I was mad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. And again, USA came out and kicked their ass, not only in the fights, but they clobbered them on the ice too. Like now USA secured their spot in the finals, and you guys went home licking your wounds, man. That's what you get for acting like idiots. That's
Nobody else has a regulation win other than the U.S. either.
Right. And I'm going to tell you, that game aside, this whole tournament has been great. There's been 2 overtime games.
Yeah.
It's kind of gotten me back into hockey, to be honest with you. Like, it's been fun.
Yes. Yes.
It's
definitely
been
fun.
really fun. That Finland-Sweden game earlier in the day yesterday was a great game. The other Canada-Sweden game was a good game. And, like I was texting my friend, I actually like those guys on Canada. Like almost all those, like I don't hate that team at all. Like it was kind of hard to root against those guys yesterday. I mean, I was mad, so it was basically fuck you guys. But but it was hard to root against them because like I actually like McDavid and some of those McKinnon and those guys. So
the beauty, this is the way I look at it too. The beauty of them booing us, and then we went out and kicked your ass. Hockey is a Canadian sport.
Well, that's
we dominated you guys.
That's what I said yesterday too. Like you guys haven't won a Stanley Cup since 1993, and there's been like 4 Florida teams, 2 LA teams. Dallas has won. Like all these southern states that shouldn't even have hockey teams have won cups, and you guys can't even. Really, you can't even make it to the finals. So what are you booing? You should be booing yourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
And frankly,
just laugh at them.
Half of those guys on the USA team play for Canadian team. Austin Matthews, their captain, is on the Maple Leafs. Brady Tkachuk, one of the guys who was fighting, is on the Senators. So you're booing your own players. I mean, you just look like idiots, like you said.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you're stupid. Go ahead and boo. Like you just look like a bunch of morons.
And you got 3 of your guys' asses kicked on international television.
Yeah, so good job. And you lost the game.
Right.
And like it wasn't even
in your home stadium. You let the US come in there and and Dylan Larkin had a nice goal, hometown guy. I like to see that. Lucas Raymond on Sweden is from the Red Wings and has had a nice couple goals. So yeah, that tournament's great. I think if you haven't watched it, you should give it a watch. It's super fun.
Yeah, like I said, I tried to watch it last night, but it was
those Storms had different.
Then I switched over. I was like, okay, Michigan, the Spartans are out playing basketball. I think they played Illinois last night, right? And so I was like, let me jump over to the basketball game. Same thing. Like everything was just broke over to the that's how bad the storms were yesterday. It was just storm coverage. So I kind of got screwed yesterday.
Yeah, I mean Saturday night's a primetime sports watching night, so you sure did.
Yeah, I hate that. I mean, they should have 2 different feeds. Like if you want to watch the weather, go to this feed. If you want to watch the game, go to this feed. Like it's annoying. Okay, I'm just gonna go and order the notes that you sent us. The NBA, the All-Star weekend. I haven't watched any of it, so I can't really talk about it. Did anybody watch the slam dunk or anything?
Yeah, I watched it all last night. It was pretty entertaining. I enjoyed the all of it, to be honest with you. The 3-point contest was good. The skills competition was interesting. Chris Paul had his little 5 minutes of fame there, tried to break that. And the dunk contest was okay. I mean, they got to pick players that need to be in the dunk contest. Like Matt McClung wins it every year because he's the only he's one of the 2 only players that should be in it this year. So his competition is.
Think about
you're
the
going up
dunk
against guys that are
contest
missing
is
dunk.
the thing about the dunk contest for me is like it's basically like the same dunks every year. Like how do you invent the dunk? You know, I
Funk
mean, they
does a
come
pretty
out with
good
some
job.
crazy stuff. Yeah.
He had some new stuff this year.
I mean, I don't know, like not to sound like an old get off your lawn guy. I don't think it's ever going to be better than when we were kids, like those Vince Carter years. And
Yeah.
I think just Vince Carter broke the dunk contest.
Yeah, I mean, I think I was, we were so spoiled that I don't know that it could ever be topped. Like, how do you top that?
You're never going to beat Vince Carter's year.
Yeah, I mean, Vince Carter broke the game. I feel like at least.
But even the other ones around those times weren't any better than what we're getting today. It was just that 2000 with Vince Carter. It was just ridiculous. So
yeah.
But there's some kids that could jump really high, and they need to be in the dunk contest, and they could do some stuff that we've never seen before. But I get why they're not. It's not worth taking.
Do you have to make the All-Star team to get to those side games?
You don't have to be on the All-Star team. You can make just the dunk contest.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I mean, really, don't you think they should make it mandatory? Like, you're going to grow the game, right? Like, who watched that?
Yeah, but like, what happens when somebody gets hurt?
Yeah, that's
then
true.
It's going to backfire. Like, the dunk contest is a different beast. It's not a 3-point contest. You actually have to physically like push the boundaries, especially like you're saying, to get new dunks and stuff like that. Like, it's only a matter of time before someone rolls their ankle and that's it. It's over. They won't have it anymore. So especially if it's a high profile player.
Yeah. Speaking of the 3-point contest, I do appreciate Caitlin Clark declining their offer to come, because she was basically like, yeah, if the women's NBA want to do a 3-point contest, I'd be more than happy to, but I'm not playing it in yours.
Didn't a girl do it last year?
Yes.
I'm not sure, but I appreciate
Ionescu.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
I think she just went up against Steph Curry.
But her and Steph Curry went and did.
So the All-Star break, so the season's half over with. How is the Pistons still looking?
Like, pretty good. It's a little bit more than halfway. They do it like a little bit after halfway, I think, technically.
It's just like the MLB.
But the Pistons are still good. They won their last game, last 2 games against the Bulls.
I think they beat the Bulls back to back, right?
Yeah.
The Bulls.
They smacked them the night before that.
Yeah, beat them by 40 the first night, and then.
Yeah, I think I read that was a franchise record too for biggest.
That was the biggest halftime lead in franchise history.
Yeah, something like that.
It was like 72 to 20 something at halftime.
I think we got to make the announcement too. Richard's an NBA fan now. He's defending King Queens.
Well, now that football season's over with, I have started watching a little bit, and I do, like I've said this before on the show, I do appreciate the way the NBA does their season pass, where you don't break away to commercial. You stay in, you're in the game, you're watching whatever's going on in the court. I absolutely love that. Except that the one thing I do wish they did, like what the NFL does. So maybe they could both learn something. Maybe the NFL should do something like this when you buy the Sunday ticket, and maybe the NBA should do this, what the NFL does. If you have the Sunday ticket for the NFL, you can pick which feed you want to watch. You can watch the home team. Wait a second, that's the MLB. I got it mixed up.
That's the MLB. Yeah.
You can watch either you can watch the home feed or the away feed. I love that feature.
I think you can do that. Well, technically, you just watch the home team's feed, I think, whenever you're watching NBA. But I think you can choose the broadcast you listen to, because I think there's at least on the app, that you can click on whatever you're listening to.
So I do love that. In college hoops, for the first time in the history of sports, we had a number 1 and a number 2 play each other in the state of Alabama. And Auburn came out to play, man, in basketball.
Yeah.
Even in football, they've never done it in football either. Number 1 and number 2.
Well, you would think it would be in football the first time it happens. But...
Yeah, it happened in basketball. And
Crazy.
I watched that game, and I watched most of that game, I should say. And everything seemed to fall for Auburn, and nothing was falling for Alabama.
It's tough.
It was just one of those nights. But You get half of those buckets to drop, and Alabama's right in there too. And I see Eric also has Duke scores 106 on Stanford.
I was about to say these games I think they're kind of meaningless. I don't see anybody beating Duke in March Madness. It could happen. Obviously, they lost to Clemson the other day, but then look what happened the night after, or a couple nights after they scored.
Yeah, I mean, it only takes one. It only takes one in the tournament, though. That's the unfortunate thing.
Yeah, and I totally agree with that. But when you get a team, it only takes one. You're absolutely right. Anything can happen.
But yeah, right now, Duke, in my opinion, Duke is the clear favorite, I would say.
But you hit the nail on the head. You forget about March until it comes back, until you see that first upset, and you're like, oh,
yeah,
I forgot.
Yeah, I mean,
last year.
How many times has look at Oakland last year. They rolled.
And Duke has a bad track record with that. They've had some good teams go down to some bad teams. So
yeah, but
last year there was a ton of upsets. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they lost. They've been a 2 seed and lose to a 15 before, right? Or something like that. 3 and 14.
Lehigh. I think Lehigh was a 15, and then Mercer. I think Mercer was a 15 too. One of the two was, but still, be like that.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
I love that.
I'm excited for March Madness.
And March
We're doing
Madness
some
is right
bracket
around the
stuff,
corner.
right?
Yeah. Pardon?
Are we going to do some bracket stuff, or
Yeah, absolutely.
we laying off March Madness?
If Eric's up
I'm
to it.
down.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I'll try to get something sold. Brackets, I do better with brackets. More easier to sell for me. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not very good at the bracket.
Yeah, I suck at it.
I think my national champion was out first weekend last year. So
yeah,
terrible.
Last year was probably one of the only times my bracket did well, because I always pick NC State to go all the way, and they actually made a run for once.
I like the Super Bowl squares because it's just dumb luck, man. You just pick a square and let it fly.
I like the squares too.
You don't have to know
Squares are
anything.
pretty cool.
Speaking of,
You can kind of see it coming too.
Yeah. Yes, correct. The Eagles put a whooping on the Chiefs, and now the Chiefs are just coming back saying, "Well, we had Super Bowl fatigue because this is our third straight." So, and
I will
Taylor
say
Taylor Swift got booed. It angered Mr. Kelsey, and so he just walked off. He refused any interviews and just pouted all the way to his locker room and left.
Yeah, he was so mad he dropped all those passes.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if there's an excuse for that one. That was just total belt to ass the whole game from start to finish.
Well, credit to the Eagles. They were ready, and they have a talented team, and they put it on a showcase last Sunday.
Yeah.
So
I'm almost happy that the Redskins beat the Lions, because that Eagles team would have demolished the Lions.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, they're a tough team to beat. But
yeah, they peaked at the right time, and
they did. They got everything going.
And it's amazing. Saquon didn't even have a good game, and they still built at 40 points.
You know what's crazy? If you look at the score, you kind of like, okay, it was kind of close, somewhat, but it wasn't close at all. Like it was the end of the game, like the fourth quarter, the Eagles defense was just playing soft, and we're just like, hey, we got this game, man. We're up big. And then they just let a couple big plays go. So
Kenny Pickett was in for quarterback. So the game was over.
Yeah, the game was over, and it was an ass whipping.
If you'd have just looked at the Eagles' defensive drives and the Chiefs' offensive drives, the Eagles would have still been winning through 3 quarters. Like, you could have taken their offense out of the game.
Right.
Winning through 3 quarters.
I saw a stat, and I don't know if it was a fake meme or not, but Kendrick Lamar almost had as many yards as he walked the field as the Chiefs. I don't know if that was real or not, but
messed up, man. That's messed up. That's hilarious.
That's messed up.
I think their Super Bowl parade was pretty.
That boy's been getting a lot of hate for his halftime show, but
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah,
I've heard a lot of good stuff about it.
yeah, I read good.
Same.
I've heard nothing but like what I don't know if it was like the sound, like you couldn't understand what the hell he was saying. But
Well, I guess if you don't know his music, it's going to be hard to understand what he's
Yeah.
saying for the first time.
I think you either loved it or hated it. There was
Yeah.
That's usually how it goes with the halftime performer because they
Yeah.
do a lot of rappers, and it's like that's just how people are. It's either you love it or hate it.
Yeah, so you go to the game and it's just a bunch of rich white dudes going to the game because who else can afford the game? So then you have a rapper out there and everybody's just like, what the hell's going on?
What is he saying? Is he talking about me? No.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence. I know I appreciate how good he is. I mean, the guy's a Pulitzer Prize winner, right? But it's not my music. So, I mean, if they rolled out Metallica out there, I'd have been like, hell yeah, that was the best freaking halftime show ever. And then half of America would have been like, man, that show sucked.
I think a lot of people would like that too. Okay. I
think the NFL is kind of leaning more to hip hop than they are to any other genre for that halftime show, though. I definitely think, and I'm not saying that they shouldn't roll out hip hop, but they should definitely mix it up more.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I think they should.
Like I said, I appreciate what that young man is all about, but also I would appreciate if you left your politics at home, and like sporting events is not a place for politics.
Oh, I think that was just one big diss at Drake.
Yeah, 100%.
It wasn't politics. It was just.
They were saying he was giving shots to Trump because Trump was there, and I don't know, just whatever.
Definitely shots at Drake for sure.
Yeah. So.
Yeah,
I don't know how Drake shows his face after that one.
I was about to say that was kind of the exclamation point on his career, right?
Yeah, there. I think it's done.
He called out Kendrick and got Kendrick, so that was funny.
Yeah. I mean, that's another thing. You have to know the beef. Like, I didn't know they were even beefing. So and then Serena Williams comes out. I'm like, what the fuck is she doing there for?
She used to date Drake.
Yeah,
but nobody, like, if you don't know them, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these shots are just flying over everybody's head, and everybody's like, what the hell's going on right now? Like, and like the cheat code. Like, I don't play Sony PlayStation. Like, what the hell's going on? What's this? What's this all about? But it's a cheat code. Dude's getting multiple lives or whatever. Like all this, like after the fact, a week later, I'm reading all this stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, I got it now. But like during the show, I'm like, I was lost.
I mean, bringing Serena out was and her crip walking was that was
100%.
That was
yeah.
I mean,
after the fact,
you don't come back from that. Like Drake might as well just go to Canada and board himself up in his
just stay in Canada where they like him.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure he's suing.
Yeah, he is suing.
That surprised me.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to help his case any, but yeah, he might make some money off it.
There's another funny meme I seen. I guess Serena Williams is married to this like white guy, and the meme was well, I think I sent it to you guys. It was you're gonna crip walk for the culture and then go home to that bag of milk.
Yeah. Yeah. This shit's freaking hilarious.
Oh, it's so funny.
MLB. The boys are in Florida and Arizona. Finally.
Absolutely, finally.
Yes. So not much to report. It's just starting off. They've been there for a few days. Actually,
They're
there's
putting
a
their
little
gloves
summer
on.
report. Javier Baez showed up a couple of days early, and he says after his surgery he's feeling good, and hopefully he can make a rebound this year. I'm not going to hold my breath.
I'm telling you, you guys are going to be cheering his name at the end of one of these seasons because you've seen what he's capable of. It's just
I saw a video of him yesterday hitting bombs at batting practice. So
when you have somebody throwing meatballs at you,
one of these days it's going to click again. I see him a lot like a Russell Westbrook, where it's like, oh, it's been there, and he could tap into it. It's just
that doesn't explain swinging it outside in the dirt.
Yeah, he's always done that. Even 2015.
I was about to say, if you're successful, it's okay. Vladimir Guerrero made a career of it, and nobody seemed to care.
Well, we'll revisit this in 6 months, right?
Yeah, watch him be like a strikeout leader, and
I don't see it, but
average.
Obviously he's on my team, so yes, I'm pulling for the guy, but I'm just saying I don't see it, but we'll see.
I saw Shohei's pitching again. He was throwing batting.
I saw that too. Which on that team, it's like no pressure coming back anytime soon. Like,
right, you have
pick whenever you're
45
ready.
number one starters on that team.
I heard that the Dodgers signed the Philadelphia Eagles yesterday too, so they've got that whole team ready to go.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about baseball this year.
That'll be good. Oh, Alex Bregman, your boy.
Oh yeah, he went to Boston.
Yep.
Honestly, Boston
Good for
had a
Boston.
sneaky good offseason.
They had a really good offseason.
I think they may have won the offseason. Like they hit on all cylinders this offseason. So we'll see. They've got some young players too. So I think they'll be really good this year. Definitely a playoff team.
Yeah, I agree.
I hope they fail.
Me too. I hope they fail miserably. It's awesome to not have to worry about them, to just be like, oh, there's a 60-win team this year. Great. That's fantastic.
Yes.
So, but yeah, now this upcoming season sucks because when they're competitive, like, doesn't matter who's pitching, doesn't matter. They're going to compete against us. They're going to bring their best against us every single time.
Well, and you still got the Orioles too. They're coming back.
Not worried about the Orioles.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, they could be fine. They will be fine. I think they're kind of fumbling.
The pitching worries me with the Orioles, but that offense is going to be good. Gunnar Henderson.
They didn't do anything. What did they do? They lost players this offseason.
Yeah, they lost Burns.
And
Sandalaire.
Yeah. Who did they sign?
I don't know.
That's what I mean. You gotta be moving in Major League Baseball. Like that's why I think Detroit had a great offseason. They were moving. They made nothing drastic, nothing that's gonna pin you down for the next couple of years. But they made their moves, like you said, set up for next year, get Skubal back, make a couple more moves, and now all of a sudden you're gonna compete for the division every year.
Yep.
If Javier Baez comes out and has an MVP season, then great.
You should put a 5 spot on that. I bet the odds are.
Oh, dude, I would be. We would all retire.
40,000 or something.
I wouldn't even do that. Just do like Silver Slugger or something like that. Something he has an actual chance at. All right, I'll look into it.
Yeah, put a fiber on it.
Dude, that would pay out huge. I would give Richard every cent.
Yes. So is there any word on Paul Skeen's card that went up for auction? Did that
It's
go
going
yet?
to auction. It's going to auction in March.
Oh, okay, that's what I saw. Okay. Because I saw something about it, and I looked to see, and I just scrolled through and looked for a number, and I didn't see a number. So
no, it's going to auction,
going to
like a Fanatics auction in March.
Build the hype.
I wonder if it'll ever end up with the Pirates organization.
I thought they got it back for some reason. I thought they had the auction already, but
no, the Fanatics put on an event, and Skeens and Livy Dunn.
That's where the picture came from.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and that's where the picture came from. It was like to hype up the auction.
Well, absolutely, of course they're going to do that.
But if I was that Pirates owner, I would just buy the card. Like, if you want it.
I know, right? Yeah.
I mean, everything.
$1 million is nothing to that guy.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Just overdo it.
I mean, what he was offering that kid would probably equal over $1 million anyway, so just go for it.
Yeah.
But I'm still on the train that says the kid should have gave back to the Pirates and just reaped rewards for 30 years.
I agree.
Yeah, but that's coming from people like you and me who I would take season tickets to anybody for 30 years.
For 30 years, yes.
That's what I'm doing for the next 30 years is baseball. That's going to be my life. Selling tickets and going to games. That's it.
Yes. Hell yes. Actually, how many tickets was there? 2 or 4? I would have said, give me 4 and you got a deal because that way I could sell 2 tickets.
Sell 2
and go to the games. Still.
And then that'll be more than a full-time job.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Yes. Like that's what you do. That's it. That's your job.
I definitely would have countered, but yes, the card would have went back to the Pirates.
Well, I'm sure you could work with them. Like get rid of all the other stuff. Like I don't want to play the softball game there. I don't want, whatever else you're offering. Give me some signed stuff. The seats, 4 seats, like you said, and the spring training experience every year.
Yeah.
I want to go every year.
Yep. Definitely.
Maybe they should give us the card and we can negotiate.
Yeah.
Donate now.
I wish I would have got that damn card. I
didn't
just want to
try
hit the NFL Hall of Fame real quick before we shut off. Only 4 guys made it this year, and they are Eric Allen, Jared Allen, Antonio Gates, and Sterling Sharp. So
I'm not mad at it. I mean, I know Antonio Gates deserves it.
yes,
Yeah, I think
Well,
all
yeah.
those guys do.
Yeah,
but you're a Chargers fan, so of course you're going to say that.
yeah, but he deserves it.
I think out of everybody on there, Antonio Gates is probably.
Yeah. I think
the
Jared
one.
Allen
Jared
definitely
Allen also.
deserved
Oh,
it.
Jared Allen's a beast. Yeah.
That guy
That's
was
right.
awesome back in the day.
He had
man.
like 5
Agreed.
seasons that were just unmatchable.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he was with the Vikings, it was horrible.
Yeah, Vikings
Yes.
years. Put up number 69.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so congratulations to those guys and getting their gold jackets. Good job. Look us up. We're at NBR. Come on the show.
Yeah,
On
absolutely.
the show and
We'd love
talk
to have
about it. Anybody out there knows these guys? Send them
Yeah,
our
we'll give him a hat and a shirt and mug.
All right, that's all I got. But I do want to give my public service announcement. Get out there and get your blood work done. I got some negative news last Monday. I'm dealing with it. But it does, I don't know if I don't have blood work from previous years, right? So it basically probably saved my life. I don't say probably, it definitely saved my life. And my dad called me last night and he said, "Hey, I just read an article and it said if your mom had ovarian cancer, it's relatable to their son having prostate cancer." There's a line there. So I looked it up and sure enough, and turns out that you guys don't know this, but my mom actually passed away from ovarian cancer almost 30 years ago. So, I was just in line and got it, playing the cards that God dealt me. And but again, if I don't go to the doctor on an annual basis, they don't find it, and I'm probably dead in 10 years. So get out there and get checked. And that's all I got. Not to bring the party down, but it's
Gotta be
definitely very important for me to get the word out now. So that's one of my new missions. Actually, I joined a support group, right? And a lot of people are not as lucky as I am. They found it early for me. So I actually told them that I have a couple podcasts, and if anybody would be interested in starting a living with prostate cancer podcast, look me up. And I got about 20 or 30 different positive feedbacks that they want to help out. Not that I want to add another podcast to my life, because I'm already doing 2 podcasts and a nonprofit, and I still work full time, right? But the way I see it is I'm going to start it off and maybe start 10 episodes and then drop the keys off at somebody that wants to take it and run with it. Because I really do feel like awareness is very important. Because I never would have, I have 0 symptoms, man. I have no idea I have cancer right now. So awareness, getting the word out. So make sure you spread the word, man. If you know a middle-aged person, or make sure
Any age.
any age, just make sure you have a going to your annual doctor, because you have he's checking your blood every single year. So you have a guideline. If something goes up or goes down, hey, there's something wrong.
Let's
We'll
look
take
into
care
that.
of it. So I plan on still doing my podcast and my nonprofit up until the end of April. I have surgery, and then I'll probably take a couple weeks off. You guys can handle it. Then I'll be right back at it. So no big deal.
Yeah, we're here for you, brother.
That's my
For
2
sure.
cents, man.
For sure.
All right, that's all I got. Anybody else got anything before we sign off?
NBA All-Star games tonight.
Yes.
The actual.
Hopefully there's no
game.
storm so I can actually watch it.
Let's say, see,
I think we're in the clear. I'm pretty
I
sure.
want to get the Oculus so I can put the Oculus on
Oh my
my
God.
sports side.
That'd be
And
so
then
cool.
just be over.
I can't
So when
watch.
you have that, is there
mine.
like a monthly payment to have it connect to the internet, or you just connect to the internet and that's it?
You just
Do you
got to
have
pay for
one?
League Pass.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. So we'd be good. Just
Yeah,
sign
just
into your
log
account
in.
on that
I
thing.
have one, but mine's too old. Meta stopped supporting it, so I can't get the
Which
new
one
apps.
is yours?
Mine's the one that physically connects to my computer. I got a good one.
Oh, dang, that is an old one. Yeah, I was looking at the new 3 something.
Yeah, I don't have the wireless one. The Quest 3, yeah. It's like
Quest 3.
$500 or else I'd get it.
The Quest 3S is like
Yeah.
$500. Yeah.
The cheap one is like $300.
Yeah. That's what
What's the
I'm
difference
looking at.
between the two?
Sleeker, probably.
Screen resolution.
Screen resolution. And you have to
Two
say it like
actual. Yeah, it's like the one inexpensive one that has adjustable eyes. I don't know. It's you'd have to look up the specifics, but it's like memory, and then
Yeah.
screen resolution.
And
I wonder how that works if you wear glasses. How do you fit them around your glasses?
No, there's enough space between the headset and the piece, the lenses. So and if there's not, there's a piece that goes in, and then
Can you do that with the MLB and the NFL too?
That was my next question.
I don't think so.
That might be worth it if you can do it with all of them.
Yeah,
If I could sit behind the plate at the MLB, forget it. Like my wife will never see me again.
Or do umpire view? How cool would that be?
Catcher view.
The
Be calling that thing.
do have cameras, so that would be sick.
This is what
I'm
I'm
looking into
saying.
this.
hell yeah,
I'm gonna write a letter to the MLB tonight.
yeah, for real.
Let me
They could
watch
just
the
add it
game
to
from
their
the pitcher's
package
point
and
of
then-
view. Put a
Yeah.
camera in the ball.
Give it the people what they want.
Yeah. Get one of those, like the NFL has the camera that goes, on the string. I need one of them. Gonna need
Or
that.
just outfit a player each game, a different one with a camera.
or all of them, and I could switch around.
Yeah.
Hey, John, your wife is listening. Blew it.
That's okay. She understands. She can get it too, and we could watch together.
You can have watch parties. You can have your avatar on the NBA League Pass be with
There
your
you
friends. You can be like sitting next to them.
There you go.
You can like have
NBA
conversations.
playoffs
sitting
this year is
courtside.
about to
Yeah,
be
Yeah, that
awesome.
is so cool.
it is cool.
Well, I guess that's our goal. Everybody get those things, and we'll have an
Everybody-
NBR watch party.
Everybody just donate. We gotta make $300 per person.
Yep.
$1,200. We can all.
No, we want the
We'll do what
expensive
we
ones, man.
want
Let's
to
go
do.
for $2,000.
Okay, we need $2,000.
We'll do some more squares, but no winners this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Just donate. Just pass out the basket.
All right, man. We'll see you guys next Sunday.
Peace.
Peace
All
out.
right.
Thanks for joining.
You have a good week.